By the 19th century, Christmas was reborn once more, not through religion or rebellion, but through memory, nostalgia, and reform. As industrialization reshaped cities and fractured traditional family life, a longing emerged for warmth, unity, and moral order. It was during this time that writers, artists, and social reformers reinvented Christmas as a celebration of home, kindness, and compassion. No figure shaped this transformation more than Charles Dickens, whose A Christmas Carol recast the holiday as a moral reckoning, a season of generosity, empathy, and redemption. Around the same time, decorated Christmas trees returned from Germany, greeting cards spread sentimental imagery, and gift-giving became a symbol of love rather than obligation. What had once been loud and unruly was softened into something intimate and emotional. The Victorian age did not merely revive Christmas, it redefined it, giving birth to the warm, family-centered holiday the modern world would come to recognize. As the 20th century unfolded, Christmas entered an entirely new era, one shaped by mass media, advertising, and global commerce. At the center of this transformation stood a familiar figure, Santa Claus. Drawing from the legends of St. Nicholas, European folklore, and artistic reinvention, Santa evolved into the cheerful, red-clad symbol recognized around the world today. His image was refined through poems, illustrations, and eventually powerful advertising campaigns that fixed his appearance in the public imagination. At the same time, industrialization made mass production possible, turning gift-giving into a central ritual of the season. Department stores transformed Christmas into an economic event, while films, radio, and later television spread a shared vision of the holiday across continents. What had once been a local religious celebration became a global cultural phenomenon, joyful, nostalgic, and increasingly commercial, reflecting both humanity's creativity and its growing appetite for consumption. Today, Christmas exists as a complex tapestry of meaning, celebrated by billions across the globe in ways both sacred and secular. In some regions, it remains a deeply religious holiday, marked by church services, nativity scenes, and spiritual reflection. Elsewhere, it is a cultural festival centered on family gatherings, festive meals, music, and the joy of giving. Modern Christmas combines ancient rituals, Victorian sentiment, and commercial spectacle, creating a shared experience that transcends faith, nationality, and geography. Its symbols, lights in the darkness, evergreen trees, communal feasts, and acts of generosity, continue to resonate because they speak to universal human desires, hope, warmth, and connection. In a rapidly changing world, Christmas endures both as a mirror of history and a promise that no matter how dark the season, light can always return. Christmas endures because it is, at its core, a story of adaptation and resilience. It has absorbed centuries of human belief, from pagan rituals to Christian theology, from medieval pageantry to Victorian sentiment, and transformed each into a celebration that speaks to the needs of its time. Across the world today, it reminds us of something timeless, the human desire for light in darkness, for generosity in scarcity, and for hope when the world feels cold and uncertain. Beyond religion, beyond commerce, beyond culture, Christmas survives as a reflection of humanity itself, a holiday that reminds us to gather, to give, and to believe that renewal is always possible. In its enduring warmth, it connects the past to the present, carrying forward the echoes of countless generations who sought light, life, and meaning in the longest nights of the year. Long before Christmas had a name, before churches or carols or calendars, humanity faced a far more ancient enemy, the darkness of winter. Across the ancient world, as the sun sank lower each day and the cold tightened its grip, people feared that light itself might disappear forever. In response, civilizations created rituals not of celebration, but of survival. In Rome, the festival of Saturnalia erupted in midwinter, a time when social order dissolved, slaves dined as equals, gifts were exchanged, and the city surrendered to controlled chaos in honor of Saturn, god of agriculture and renewal. Far to the north, among Germanic and Norse peoples, the long nights inspired Yule, a sacred season marked by blazing fires, evergreen branches, and the burning of massive logs meant to summon the sun's return. These were not holidays of excess for pleasure's sake. They were acts of hope, rituals meant to reassure humanity that light would return and life would endure. In every fire lit and every feast shared, ancient peoples pushed back against fear, marking the turning of the year with belief, unity, and defiance against the dark. As Christianity slowly spread across the Roman world, it faced a powerful challenge: how to take root in a society already shaped by centuries of tradition. The early followers of Jesus did not celebrate his birth, and no record existed of the exact day he was born. Yet by the 4th century, as Christianity rose from persecution to prominence, church leaders made a decisive choice. They placed the birth of Christ on December 25th, aligning it with the great pagan festivals of the winter solstice and the Roman celebration of Sol Invictus, the unconquered sun. This was not coincidence, but strategy. By transforming a familiar season of light, renewal, and rebirth into a Christian holy day, the Church reshaped old beliefs rather than erase them. The returning sun became a symbol of Christ's arrival. The promise of longer days mirrored spiritual salvation. In this way, Christianity did not conquer winter, it absorbed it, weaving ancient symbolism into a new religious narrative that would endure for centuries. As Christianity spread deeper into Europe, it did not erase the old traditions, it absorbed them. Pagan customs were reshaped, reinterpreted, and given new meaning under a Christian framework. Evergreen branches, once symbols of life surviving the winter, became representations of eternal life through Christ. Candles, long used to push back darkness, were reimagined as symbols of divine light. Seasonal feasts, once dedicated to ancient gods, were transformed into Christian celebrations, allowing familiar rituals to survive under a new spiritual identity. This blending was not accidental. It was a strategy that made conversion easier, gentler, and more natural for entire populations. Over time, what had once been separate belief systems fused into a shared cultural tradition, creating a holiday that felt both ancient and new, rooted in pagan memory, yet reshaped by Christian meaning. By the Middle Ages, Christmas had become one of the most anticipated events of the year, a season not of quiet reflection, but of spectacle, excess, and communal release. Across Europe, the holiday stretched for days, sometimes weeks, filled with feasting, music, and public celebration. Social boundaries softened as lords dined alongside servants, and villages elected lords of misrule to preside over games, drinking, and theatrical chaos. Churches rang with carols and midnight masses, while outside, streets filled with laughter, bonfires, and roaming performers. For people burdened by poverty, disease, and relentless labor, Christmas offered rare permission to indulge and forget hardship, if only briefly. Yet this joyful disorder also unsettled religious authorities, who increasingly viewed the holiday as unruly and morally dangerous, a sacred celebration slowly drifting toward excess, setting the stage for conflict in the centuries to come.